Okay. Tactical role-playing game Triangle Strategy coming to PC on October 13th.
Yeah. I mean, again, not too much to say about this. Triangle Strategy came out in March, I think, on the Switch. It was quite good, in my opinion. I think it's worth playing, but it's coming to PC now. Not surprisingly similar to what Octopath did.
Right.
So
Octopath went out to other platforms after some time. It had like an exclusivity period, right? So,
yep.
Makes sense. Okay. I don't think there's anything else coming with it, is there? There's nothing else coming with it besides just the game is being ported.
No, they haven't. Yeah, they haven't added any additional content to the game since release. So
Okay.
I don't think so.
Got it.
But yeah, it's worth playing in my opinion if you haven't already. So check it out if you're interested. It's a good game.
Okay, going next. Okay, here's a video from Bellular News. By the way, wonderful channel. So let me just I wrote some notes on this, okay? And I want to give my notes because we're not obviously going to watch the whole video here. But the notes that are to be taken away from this are Overwatch revealed a new hero, Kimiko. And with the release of this new hero, there's some stipulations. If you had Overwatch 1, if you had bought it and it's on your account, you get the character. No questions asked. If you buy the premium Battle Pass, you get the character. No questions asked. It's like on the first tier. If you don't, if none of those things apply to you, you need to wait 55 tiers, levels, whatever you want to call it.
Out of 80. Out
of 80.
The Battle Pass is 80 levels.
To get the new character. Each character will come out every other season. So this season 1, Kimiko. Season 2, no hero. Season 3, new hero. Okay? So every other Battle Pass, we're getting a hero. And based on this Battle Pass, let's go ahead and pretend that Season 3's Battle Pass is going to have that hero be on 55 as well. Or something along there. Same number of levels, let's pretend. Now, the data that we know, based on information we can gather, is that you get weekly challenges in Overwatch 2, and if you complete all of your weekly challenges, you will get enough experience to get 5 levels, basically. Okay? Spoon? What's the math on that? 5 levels per week. Kimiko is at 55.
That's 11 weeks.
It's 11 weeks. Now, it's actually more like 5.5 levels, but let's just pretend it's 10 to 11 weeks.
10 weeks.
Yeah. But point is, it'll take you over 2 months, 2.5 months, to get the new character.
That's the length of the season, by the way. The seasons are like 9 to 10 weeks, I think is what they said. So
what the fuck? If that can't be the only method to get experience for the Battle Pass, though. To be fair, it can't just be weekly challenges. That's insanity.
I'm gonna hope at least that you just get passive experience just for playing matches.
I hope so.
Like
otherwise, it's like impossible unless you buy levels. So, okay, back to this. So the point is that there's concern here, and this video that we're showing here discusses the concern of, number one, Overwatch 2 is going to implement the system where if you're free to play, you're not going to get the heroes in a, let's call it reasonable amount of time. Because to me, that's not reasonable at all. Number two, Overwatch is a counter pick game. When you are in a game, you're allowed to switch your comp. So, and that happens. That does happen where teams start out as one comp, you start out as one character, and then based on what the opponent is doing or what they switch to, you adjust as well. And that's kind of how it goes. It's a chess match. So let's pretend that Kimiko is really good, and it happens to be so good that it defines a meta. Now, if you're a free-to-play player, you are missing out on the character that is defining this meta, you're costing your team because you didn't pay $8 to $10. You've cost your team some competitive some competitiveness, some ability to be able to like deal with a certain comp because you didn't pick the new character. I certainly hope Blizzard has the foresight to avoid that, but knowing Blizzard's balance team for Overwatch, they don't. They don't do the best job.
I think they're implementing a thing where you can't play the new hero in ranked for like 2 weeks or something like that, which is something, but it's not enough. But
it's a band-aid to the issue.
yeah, it is the band-aid, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's something.
It's something. Yeah, I guess it's something, but it's not enough. And I think for Overwatch 1, I don't know if they did that too for Overwatch 1, but they probably should have. It's just the growing concern of being at a disadvantage to compete if you're not paying $10 or something like that. And that, I think, to be fair though, like League of Legends doesn't just give you characters for free either. You don't get the champions for free. You gotta play the game. New champion comes out. It's not free for you. You either buy it with real money, you just buy it right away, or you have your in-game currency. However, I think for League, if you're playing the game enough, it's reasonable to assume you'll have enough currency to get new characters, new champions. Like it's pretty reasonable.
It depends. If you play League a decent amount, I think it'll take you like a couple of weeks to grind up enough currency to buy a new hero.
Right.
Like two. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played League, and honestly, since I played League, I think they changed how the in-game currency works. But
yeah,
let's assume it takes like 2 to 3 weeks to grind up enough currency to buy a full price new hero.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
to me, that's fine. I think that's pretty reasonable. Where it's like, okay, you're free to play, grind out a little bit, and in 2 to 3 weeks you'll get it. Assuming that you're keeping up with the game. I think that's totally fine.
Yeah. Also, League, like, at least they used to release heroes like every 2 weeks and then every month or something like that. But now they release like maybe like 3 champions a year or something like that. So they've gone pretty slow with that.
If you're consistent, you'll have enough. And if not, you just play for 2 to 3 weeks and you'll get it. Maybe that's the system. But like for this, like the character is on the Battle Pass. There is no other path. It doesn't seem like you can just directly buy the character too. So
which also means once the Battle Pass expires, you lose all that progress towards her, and you're gonna have to. I assume at that point it's gonna become an individual like purchase where you could just buy the character, but any progress you had made on the Battle Pass towards the character it's
gone,
null and void. It's null and void. So yeah.
Which, by the way, they'll probably have the hero be $5, $5 to $10 after Battle Pass.
5 to 10 probably.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they did 10, because it's Activision. So this is the concern: is okay, Blizzard's implementing a Battle Pass for a game in which the new characters are not going to be able to be acquired, I think, quickly enough, unless you're playing a lot. And some of these challenges, by the way, I don't know if you saw a graphic for these challenges. There's a challenge for 20 wins in a week.
Yeah.
If you're at 50% win rate, it's 40 games. And games are... Oh, man.
10 to 15 minutes.
It depends. If you're playing ranked and you got a long game...
They're longer, maybe, yeah.
20, I get maybe 20?
20
let's
20,
pretend
30.
15. Let's go 15. 15 minutes. So
that's 10 hours. That's 10 hours.
That's 10 hours of gameplay
for 40 games.
Yeah. That's 10 hours. So you're playing, I guess let's pretend you play every day. You're playing at least an hour a day.
Yeah,
which
a little more than that.
Yeah, a little more, of course. Yeah.
Like hour 20, hour 30 maybe.
Yeah. But like thinking about it in my head, that doesn't seem that bad if you want to play consistently. But we're people. We don't just sit at our computers all day. We sometimes travel. We go to school. We have work. We do other things. An hour and a half can be difficult to commit to sometimes. So you miss a day or even a week. If you miss a week on this Battle Pass, you're done. you're done. You should just forget it.
You might as well just give up and go next season.
You may as well just buy it at that point just to get the character. You may as well just buy.
Yeah.
Like if you know, oh, I'm gonna miss this week, you should just buy it because you're not gonna catch up. You miss a week, you can't catch up, which is unfortunate. Like I don't think Battle Pass should be built that way. I don't think that like Fortnite does a pretty good job actually, where the Battle Pass like. I don't even play every day. I play maybe twice a week. And I completed the Battle Pass completely.
Wow.
Completely completed it. Because the season's long enough. You get a lot. They have like the catch-up experience, I imagine, built in. I play maybe 2 times a week. Not even sometimes. Maybe once. I've completed it and gotten to over like level 120. Which means I got some extra stuff too. Like Fortnite does a great job with their Battle Pass to be like, we know you can't play every day. You got school, you got work, whatever. We'll give you.
And you also like that's the thing. Like a lot of these free to play games that are coming out recently, especially from the big publishers like Activision and stuff, like they make the free to play like version of it like you don't. Like, that's the only game you're gonna play. Like, you're gonna no life this one game.
Right.
Like, either you don't have work, and even, like, okay, if you have work and stuff and other responsibilities, but they're then expecting you, once you come home from work, to play it, like, 2, 3, 4 hours a day after work. And it's like, I want to play other games. I don't only want to play Overwatch 2. Like, and yes, there will be some people who only play Overwatch 2, and that's fine.
Right.
But there's plenty of gamers like me. I like to play a lot of different games. Like, when new games come out, I pick those up and I play those, and I'm not gonna play. I wouldn't play Overwatch anyways. But say I was playing Overwatch 2, I would either not play Overwatch for a while, or I would play a lot less than I was.
Right.
Like
the assumption that a lot of the publishers are making that are figuring out like basically they're giving you the fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Kind of mentality. And I'm gonna credit Epic Games for this. Fortnite does not do that. Yep. They do that with their skins and the item shop. But I think for the skins, like I don't know, just if you can, just check in once a day. You don't even have to play. Just check in, look. They'll tell you ahead of time if there's like a big collaboration kind of event. Like for Dragon Ball Z, that it was a long event. The skins were there for weeks. For Marvel, those skins come back occasionally, particularly when a new Marvel movie comes out, things like that. There's another opportunity. Same thing with like DC, whatever collaboration is, and that works because people aren't going to complain as much for that. It's not the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is like, oh, you're going to play like 2 times a week, okay, you can complete it, which you can, like really you can, and that's nice. That's a good implementation of something where it encourages you also to buy then, because you're like, oh, I can finish it in a reasonable amount of time, I'll buy it. That is going to encourage you to buy it even more.
I'll pop them the 10. I'll pop them the $10 for the Battle Pass or whatever. I don't know what it costs in Fortnite, but usually they're around $10, right? So.
It's like it's something like that. But the best thing too is one Battle Pass can pay for the next. You can save the V-Bucks that you get from one, and you can translate it and buy the next one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. So I'm crediting Epic Game Store and Fortnite for the implementation. It's a good one. It's a really good implementation that it incentivizes you to buy it because you know you can complete it. 1, and 2, you can feel like you can complete it again and again because you can just buy the next one for whatever you had from the previous. It's the right implementation. It's the exact right thing to do because Fortnite knows they're getting their money from the skins anyway. The Battle Pass money they get, that's like a part of the equation, but the skins is where they're getting their money.
Yeah.
So but like this Overwatch 2's implementation is going to be, you're going to get to like level 40 in the Battle Pass and it's the end of the season. I'm not going to buy it at that point. Why?
Yeah.
I'm missing 40 levels. Why would I buy it?
But you could buy the Super Ultra Premium Battle Pass. It gives you an extra 20 levels and then buy an additional 20 levels for however much that costs.
That's the dumbest shit. That's so stupid. I hate that stuff. Here's another Battle Pass that I think is okay. Like Genshin Impact's Battle Pass I think is okay. I think if you if you reasonably do all your battle pass quests each week, you're likely to finish it. And then you do a couple like larger, like full season, quote unquote, ones.
Quests.
You'll likely finish it. You're not guaranteed, but you'll likely finish it. It's not as good as Fortnite's, but like it's fine. Like if you play like 30 minutes to an hour every day, you'll probably finish it. But yeah, like if you miss a couple days, like you're not going to.
Also, God forbid you play Overwatch 2 and you want to play like any other live service game, like World of War, like you want to play World of Warcraft or Diablo 4 when that comes out, or Gundam Evolution, which is coming out next week, or I don't know, and any of the other ones. God forbid you want to play Overwatch 2 and literally any other game, because then you're not gonna be able to get anything in Overwatch 2. So
Blizzard knows that. I think they even said that. They've said that. They're like, yeah, heroes make the game. So that's the focus. Let's monetize the shit out of that.
Yep.
Which is like, yeah, that makes financial sense, but you could have implemented it a little better.
It's also shitty. It's also shitty for the players because
you could have had Kimiko on 30, for example, the Battle Pass. You could have put her on level 30. And while it still takes you a while, 30 compared to 55 is like a little bit more more friendly. So you're telling your players, hey, look, we get it, you're free to play. Instead of getting it day one, you wait a month. I don't know, wait a month, kind of mentality. Then at least as a player, I recognize, okay, I understand I'm a free to play player, and they want to cater to me somewhat, but not as much as the paying players. But at least they recognize that I shouldn't be forgotten. It seems like the free to play players in the Overwatch 2 are just gonna be like, yeah, you're free to play. I don't care about you.
Yeah, exactly. That seems to be the mindset where they're like, yeah, you can be free to play, but you're gonna hate your life, and your experience is gonna be substantially worse than people who pay. Basically.
You're gonna get a poor experience by comparison. Not to say the experience is gonna be bad, but it's just like I'm missing out on the new hero because I didn't pay $10, and I gotta wait. The only way I can get it is on this battle pass, and it's gonna take me 12 months. It's not like I could just straight up buy the character for $5. I gotta do the battle pass. Like that. That's a weird feeling. That's a weird implementation to me. It's like, oh, you don't have the battle pass? Well, too bad. You're not getting the character until the season ends. Like, okay, thanks. Thanks for that. I gotta wait 2 months for the character to get off the battle pass just for me to be able to single purchase it. Or I have to purchase the battle pass for the $10. And feel like I'm missing out on rewards because I couldn't complete it. I mean, it's a poor implementation.
I mean, the one thing we'll say that Halo did well with their battle passes is like, and I haven't exactly seen how this works, but one of the things they said was that like battle passes never expire. You can like go back and like put your experience on a past battle pass.
Yeah. I think you just take your experience that would go to one battle pass and you just put it on the different one, and you just unlock it on that one. It's considering the length of their seasons, it's
it doesn't matter considering the length of their seasons, but like theoretically, it's a
player friendly decision.
It's relatively player friendly, saying like, hey, if you bought this battle pass, you're never going to miss out. If there was like a certain reward you wanted at the end and you couldn't quite grind to it by the end of the season, it's okay. Next season you can just put a little bit of your experience from next season into that battle pass to like finish it off.
Right.
So
again, it's a player friendly decision, which again, it's like it doesn't dissuade you from purchasing the battle pass either. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You'd still think about buying it regardless. So I don't know. Yeah, Blizzard's Activision and sometimes
Blizzard
they piss me off. This is like a slam dunk kind of thing where it's like, okay, Overwatch 2 is going free to play. Makes sense. They put a battle pass in it. Okay, great. You put the character on the free to play side so far down the battle pass that it's going to take you 2.5 months. Why do you do this? It's like, why do you make these decisions?
I mean, yeah.
This
And
way,
also, as we discussed, I sure hope you get Battle Pass EXP from just like passively playing matches or from some other source
yeah,
other than challenges, because otherwise they're doing exactly what Halo Infinite did, and we know people hated that in Halo Infinite. We already know that people hated that.
it
The
was horrible.
challenge only system for Halo
Yeah,
Infinite.
it was
Everyone
terrible.
hated that. They're like, no, this is garbage. Like, give me AXP for playing matches, please. And
Give
for
me
my
something.
performance in matches based on like how many kills, assists, etc. that I
Yeah.
got. So
That's how it should be. But
like you can have the challenges there as like an extra incentive
Yeah.
type thing, but don't have that be the primary way you gain experience. Like just give me experience for playing the game and let me play the game the way I want to play it. The problem with challenges is and having that be the main or only way of gaining experience is that like it makes you play the game a certain way because the challenges are like, you know, use X weapon or play X mode
Right.
or whatever it may be, or in Overwatch like play X role or X character for however many matches or get however many kills or how much healing, whatever. But if I don't want to play that character or that role, or like, you know, there's a challenge for getting healing but I don't like playing healers, I'm not enjoying my time playing the game when I'm grinding for that challenge. So just like let me play my way, and if I want to disregard that challenge because I don't like playing healing, that's fine. I disregard the challenge, but don't punish me that hard for disregarding a challenge that I don't like doing, because
right.
we play games for fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable.
Right.
Like,
Either it's a universal challenge where it's like, for example, just an example, get 5 assists.
Yeah.
Okay. Get 5 kills or takedowns, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Wins, 5 wins, 5 wins.
5, or
like,
just say play 5 games.
Play 5 games.
Play 10 games. Don't say wins. Wins creates toxicity as well. Wins will create the toxicity.
And you can go on losing streaks, and those challenges become frustrating.
And you do, yeah.
And
everybody does. Everybody goes on a losing streak. So make it a universally completable item. Don't make it like gun specific. Like you could even say melee. Like get 3 melee kills. If for a game where it's reasonable to get a melee kill. In Overwatch you can. Like Overwatch you can get melee kills without even like you can. Just make it universal. Be like push like, but don't be like get 5 kills on payload maps. It's like fuck, man. Those are random anyway. I don't even get to control that.
Yeah. That was the thing in Halo's challenges as well. They had a lot of those, like, you know, get it was for the modes. It was like, you know, capture 5 flags or something.
God.
It's like I don't know when I'm gonna get capture. I could go 10 matches and not play capture the flag.
Oh God,
like,
they're so bad. It's just like don't put the quests like that. Make them universal. Just make them universal and simple, and like give passive experience or whatever. Like again, citing Fortnite. Fortnite uses like a star system. When you play, you'll just accumulate stars. I don't know what the exact accumulation rate is and what affects it, but like the stars unlock stuff in the battle pass. It's not like experience. You get experience for leveling up your account. Like you level up in general, and maybe that dictates stars. But the point is like you get experience for just playing the game. You just get some. So it's just like I just don't understand why these people are trying to implement these battle passes and like these challenges in a way that isn't just copying somebody else. Just copy someone else. Just copy someone else that did it well. It's not even a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's just the dumbest shit.
Fortnite, apparently.
Fortnite. There are other games that have implemented a good battle pass. It is not just Fortnite. Somebody else has figured out how to do a good battle pass and they've done it. Fortnite just has the formula on it because they were like they invested into it and they figured it out. They probably followed data, talked to players, and figured out here's the recipe for success. Yep. Whereas Halo is like, let's just fucking do this dumb challenge system and hope it works. It's like it doesn't work.
Yeah,
just copy someone else.
Blizzard takes the idea of a battle pass and like, yeah, let's just make this toxic and totally not free to play friendly. Like,
right. But I don't know. Just copy.
And it's not even that Well, I guess if you buy the battle pass, you get like a 20% experience boost, so you're going to be a little bit faster.
You'll be
But
faster.
even still, it's still like, if it's going to take 10 weeks to get to level 55 or whatever, like that's still not that friendly for the paying players. Like, okay, that's a 10% boost, so now you're level 60 instead of level 55, right? Like I don't know. It seems like from what we know right now, the progression seems too slow, but we'll see.
It looks slow. Yeah. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward on this topic because we've discussed it for a while. We still have
I'm not gonna play Overwatch 2, so I don't really.
Oh
care,
yeah, no,
but...
I'm obviously I'm out as well. Like I'm just not interested.